are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ Show.
Yo, 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 Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time this is. I can't hear y'all. Do y'all know what time this is, man? DJ, I don't think they hear us, man. It's time for the Alan and DJ TV show program. And of course, I'm Alan.
And this is your boy DJ.
Oh, big child star, Nickelodeon kid want to be? So, man, you know what, DJ, it feels good to be back in the studio, man. You know, we took a couple of weeks off because we got a lot of things set up. We're going to be busy towards the end of June, going all the way through July. Man, it's going to be a heck of a grind, but it's time to get this platform going to a whole nother level. And we've been told by some powerful people, but we're going to keep that between us. Yep. And then time in between time, though, man, you know, I've been feeling I was happy, but then like the other day I was getting like a little drained, man, you know. I was telling Bambi the deer my good news, and I said, Bambi, I got some stuff to clean your rantlers with. I said, but Bambi, guess what? She's like, I don't want to hear it. Go out there and go cook some more deer meat. I said, Bambi, why you treat me like this? You know, like sometimes I feel happy, then I feel down. Sometimes I just feel like my energy be drained. Sometimes I feel like an energy vampire sometimes. You ever? Yo, that's it. That's it, DJ. That's it. Let's talk about that, man. Because I'm going through this with Bambi the deer right now, but we going to handle that later. Hey, look, y'all like my sticker? Okay, I know y'all do. Let's talk about signs of energy vampires, because this goes on, you know, like in a daily basis, man. Like whether if you're at work, whether if you're in a relationship, and we're only gonna bring it to you the way that the Alan and DJ show know how to bring it to you. So let's start with bullet point number 1, DJ. Let's talk about constant negativity. Now, how does that tie into dealing with signs of energy vampires, man?
Basically, what happens is like, when people are negative, they can drain your energy, because what you're doing is like you're basically wasting your time trying to make them feel better, and in the process, it's hurting you.
Yeah, and you know, it sucks, man, because you know, you like, dude, you know what, like, I understand, you know, everybody's not gonna have a good day, I get it, but why do we always have to keep, like, some people live for negativity, and you know, sometimes you could be having a good day, and yeah, that's good, I'm glad that that's going on for us, but the money still got to get made. And you're like, dude, okay, we know that. You know what I'm saying? But stop focusing on the problem. And let's figure out the solution. So when you're dealing with energy vampires, like you might deal with people who always complain, who always criticize you, or just even focus on like negative aspects of situations. So it can be a situation where we like, man, you know what? Dang, DJ, I'm glad baby got them tires fixed, man. You know, like, yeah, man, me too. Then somebody in the back, oh, we still gonna need a left tire though, bro, or else we're not gonna make, man, shut up. I don't wanna hear it no more, shut up. Because them energy vampires drive me crazy, D.
They do, man.
They drive me crazy, DJ, like, for real, man.
The crazy thing about about negativity is that it can be linked to like stuff like depression, anxiety. Yeah. It can impact the heart and immune system. But like when you're trying to like help somebody like solve their little issue and stuff like that, you don't know what the underlying reason is for like what they're going through. Like they're just negative, but you're trying to solve it on an exterior level, but the problem can be interior, and you don't know how to handle that because you don't have the tools to handle that.
Nah, like you don't, you know, and that's when I'll say at that point, you know, you need to go seek some help, because like people be, like, I mean, DJ right, people do be depressed, they have anxiety. Some people may deal with like disorders from just like energy draining behaviors. Like it's like, dude, like why everything come out your mouth got to be negative? You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I know y'all can relate to this. Like y'all might be in a group with certain friends, y'all go out kicking and y'all going somewhere, or some of y'all might have a birthday coming up, and you always got that one person in that group that's just doing something negative that is putting everybody down. And don't nobody got time for that, man. So, just watch out for stuff like that when it comes to like constant negativity. And bullet point number 2, excessive need for attention.
Oh, yeah.
Now, DJ, a lot of people be having excessive need for attention when it comes to, let's say big brother, like whether if it's in relationships, whether if it's in a group setting, whether if we're, at, like a work atmosphere. How does that tie into dealing with energy vampires?
Like, if this situation is not resolved, what happens is basically it can lead to validation and over validation, meaning that you over validating that person, putting that person on a pedestal, and you're turning that person into a god to where like they're codependent on you.
No, for real. And not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but and then even DJ could like attest to that. Like we kind of feel that a lot. And sometimes you be like, hey, dude, I'm just like you. I'm just an average person. I'm just now growing a bigger platform, but like us both, and we still human at the end of the day. Yeah. So when people constantly need like excessive need for attention, like you gotta watch out for people who constantly seek validation, like DJ said. People admiration, or like some people need emotional support without how can I say this? Emotional support without precipitating it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can sit there and praise me all day long for like, DJ, man, y'all cold. Man, Will, duh, bro, you the best producer in the man. Bro, I gotta get y'all cats food. and then, let's say DJ was the arrogant one. Like, yeah, I know, man. Yeah, it's what we do, me and Al, or let's say if it was me. Yeah, man, I know. Yeah, I do my thing. Y'all need to come, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm not saying anything back as far as like, man, you know what, man, I see y'all doing y'all thing too, dirty, or, can I give y'all some pointers though? If I was y'all, but you know what I'm saying, work on this, X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? So that's when you're dealing with people who are like, just like energy vampires. They're constantly criticizing you, constantly want your validation, but when you're validating somebody else, then they got something negative to say.
Absolutely.
Like, and like I used to teach DJ a lot about this. I was like, DJ talk about the stats. I'm like, yeah, but Deion Sanders could lock you down, or LeBron James could set you down. But like it was all a lot of fun. But some people might be like, which is an example on this. And like, don't stash straight, bro. But like, dog, like you should see my cousin. He ran a 3.8. Come on, stop playing, bro.
Oh yeah, I know people like that. Nah, what it also does is like, if it's not resolved, is that it also takes away from the business that you need to handle. So if you're validating that person and taking care of their needs, and you're paying too much attention to them, it takes away from you handling your business.
And that's tough, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's tough. And I will also tie this into bullet point number 3, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lack of empathy.
Yep.
Because why, you know what I'm saying, people want sympathy so bad. And how we used to say this, though, DJ, at the end of the day, deal with your problems. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
If you can't pay your rent, nobody cares.
Yeah.
If you can't afford to put gas in your car, nobody cares, dude.
Yeah.
Or sweetheart, like nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? So you can come up with these sad stories all you want, but them are energy vampires, and you can't make nobody feel the way you feel. Yeah, they gotta have empathy for you, but they might be like, "Dang, man, that's messed up, D, man. Hey, bro, like, man, what y'all gonna do?"
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's not them.
But like, let's go into reverse for a second. Like, it also could work in reverse. When I say reverse, that means that how that person is taking care of the person that's like an energy vampire. Yeah. What can happen is like the shoe can also go on the other side of the foot by saying that, like, I'm taking care of you, but you don't know my situation. I could be struggling too, but you're asking me, but you're not worried about my problem. You're really worried about your own problem and how to solve your own problem, instead of worrying about like, okay, like if I ask him, maybe I'll put him in a tough position as well.
Yeah, man, that make a lot of sense. So that is like one example. You might be dealing with an ex now at this point. Let's say like I just broke up, it was fresh. and she coming to get some of her things. And let's say she know that you got money or he know that you got money, right? And, you know, he might be trying to fill you out because he haven't talked to you in like 2 months, or she haven't talked to you in 2 months, fellas. So, you know, she might be trying to fill you out. Low key now, she's struggling. She the one initiated the breakup and all this, right? And now she wanted to work. She wanted to get back together. And sometimes people struggle to understand, you know what I'm saying, like your feelings and your needs. So she thinking about herself, or he's thinking about himself. Oh man, how things going? I heard that you're gonna get that new promotion. Have they ever gave it to you yet? So let's say you say, yeah, like, you know, they did. You know, I'm finna go into a, you know, I'm finna move into a condo, finna get my stuff. Man, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, me and Lil J didn't have it 8 weeks, but it's all good though, you know, because, you know, like I ain't the type to ask a man for nothing, or, you know, I ain't the type to ask a woman for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but. You know, it is what it is. I call my moms, and nobody. What they want you to do is feel sympathy for them at that point.
Yeah.
I might have empathy for you, because when I leave you alone, unless you the mother of my child, you're no longer my concern.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to be dirty. I might give you some outlets. Say, okay, well, you need to go to a food pantry, or X, Y, Z. Because at the end of the day, like, you're not my concern no more. Once we move forward, we move forward. Now, if you're the mother of my child, then that's a different story, because I'm going to make sure that you always straight, because you got the mother of my child.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know what I'm saying, like, you can't expect me to have sympathy for you, though.
Absolutely.
And that's where people go wrong. But let's get into bullet point 4, DJ. Let's talk about drama and conflict.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know a lot of people that do this, man.
Woo!
You know a lot of people that do this.
DJ, take him home with this one, DJ. Take him home, DJ.
No, the reason why this is such a big deal is because, like, you're always trying to fix that person's problem that they cause, not by you, by what they did to cause that problem.
Ooh, yeah, man, that's true. You know, when you're dealing with like drama and conflict, like a person who's an energy vampire thrives off of that, because you're feeding them your energy. Like, they want your emotions, you know what I'm saying? And now they're creating conflict by making you feel stressed out and anxious, and that's what they love. Mm-hmm. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? Like, with all due respect, not today. Like, we're not gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, man, like, you don't have time for that. Like, some people live for drama. Some people live for conflict. Some people can't wake up without having a fight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in relationships dirty where how you wake up out the middle of your sleep, or wake up the first thing in the morning and pick a fight with me. Mm-hmm. Like, man, where they do that at, dirty? Like, I ain't finna be getting involved in all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, you got things to do. Or, you know, you could be at work and you always got that one that's constantly starting stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why you got everybody naming your mouth? But why you always talking about this person, that person, right? So the one who pick a bone, carry a bone. So not only is they talking about these people, but you better believe they're talking about you too.
Absolutely. And then sometimes with drama and conflict too is that sometimes it can result in physical altercations, which can drain your energy, and it can also bruise you up if it gets to that situation. But in some cases, it can actually cause death if you don't approach it the right way.
Exactly. Because let's say, for example, like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going to say this loosely. Mm-hmm. Y'all have a fight and you get the best of this person. They can come back and want to shoot you up, because why? It's an ego thing. Mm-hmm. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, like how we used to do it back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying, you're going to box it out, and then we're going to go right to the store and go drink a 4-pack or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be like water under the bridge. And, you know, a lot of people don't know how to handle conflict these days, and those are signs of energy vampires. So when you're dealing with somebody who's constantly negative and he constantly is, man, what now, dirty? Like, man, what? Okay, now what she say? Yeah. Oh, dude, like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Man, I'm just saying, bro, because then it's going down DJ, and then, man, bro, and then, like, man, they talk about doing this to y'all. Dude, I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, watch out for stuff like that.
But Al, you notice when, like, somebody deal with drama and conflict, you notice, like, when they have that in their life, like, the energy goes up?
Energy goes up because that's what feeds them. You know, there's like how they say the devil feed off of fear.
Yeah.
So energy vampires feed off you being stressed out, feed off you having a panic or an anxiety attack.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, that girl, like, I'm just saying that you might do, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? He or she ain't said it to my face, so man, go on with that bull. Hey, I'm just saying, like, I just thought that you should know. Once again, I don't care.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, won't you get out of my face? So, you know, I'm just saying for future references, like, watch out for stuff like that. And bullet point 5, guilt tripping and manipulation.
Oh, yeah.
And now this is terrible, DJ, but at
Yeah.
the same time, this needs to be talked about.
Yep.
Now, how does this tie into people who want to drain your energy vampires?
Basically, with these type of basically, like, they use these particular tactics to get you to do whatever they want you to do.
Yeah.
By either like making you like feel bad for not helping them, or try to expose your secrets in order to try to get you to do whatever they want you to do.
So it's basically like a like give and take situation. So you got to watch certain situations that you get into, because somebody could be recording you, or somebody could be doing stuff that's against your will, and or, you know, they had you doing some derogatory things, and then later on hold this above your head.
Yep.
We'll say, well, look, I need you to write this letter for me to get it in Stanford. Hey, man, look, I'm not doing that. That's cheating. Oh, I have this tape on you right here. Mm-hmm. Let's see what your family's going to think about this, or let's see what your wife or your husband think about this tape when this come out. And then, like, you know, your job and your reputation to be ruined. You don't want that.
No.
So, you know, like, you want to avoid the way people might manipulate you and put you into, and maybe even guilt trip you, or make you feel so sorry for them that it guilt trip you into doing something. Like, man, it's all good, man. Like, don't nobody never want to help me no way. DJ, like, man, my mom turned her back on me. Man, you know, like, man, I ain't got my brothers no more. I ain't got nothing to eat. DJ, I ain't weeks, bro. And you're like, dog, calm down. Dog. Calm down, dirty. Like, you tripping. I'm just saying, dog. I don't never have nothing. And nobody never gonna do nothing for me, man. But it's all good, though. But, man, they can't say I ain't trying. So if I ain't trying, I'm gonna go back to jail. That's what you want me to do? And then especially talk to a female, of course, she's gonna be like, no, I don't want that for you. Man, that's all I'm saying. Man, I need a little help.
Yep.
Got you.
Yep. But also, like Al said, like, they try to sell you a story, basically a sad story, to make you do whatever they want you to do. But you notice also with drama and conflict, like, when they're trying to, like, get you to do something, the energy goes up.
Yep.
But then when you be like, no, I'm not doing that for you, then the energy is all the way down. All the way down.
Red, like, it make it feel like you said something terrible.
Yeah.
And, you know, bullet point 5. No, actually, bullet point 6. There's the last one, because this one, I want to say this one for last. Mm-hmm. Talking more than they give.
You mean taking more than?
Oh, yeah, taking, excuse me, and talking too. Because
Yep.
people talk their way up on stuff and they'll never give you nothing either.
Yep.
But taking more than they can give.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to hit you from this standpoint right here. When people may constantly seek the help or like advice or like emotional support from others without offering anything in return. So you got a lot of people in the world that take, push, give, but then they never give anything back. So let's take for an example, and I'm gonna kick the bucket to DJ. Mm-hmm. DJ helped me with a flat tire on the side of the road. He probably gave me like $500. You know, you're like, dude, look, I'm doing this off good faith. Man, I hope you get that job. This should be enough to get you for the next couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Get some gas in your car, you know, get some food, all that good stuff. I'm like, oh, thanks, man. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, when it's time to pay back to Piper, now I done moved up in a higher position. And let's say something might have happened wrong in his life where he might have had hard times. And he say, yo, Al, remember me, you know? Oh yeah, bro. Like, man, bro, like, you don't have to wait right now, bro. Like, man, I got things I got to do, and you know, my job. Oh wow, like you sound brand new, but dirty. Like I ain't tell you that. Like I could have kept going on the side of. I could have kept going while you on the side of the road. Yep. Act like you wasn't there. So that's more taking more than they give, or people who can. You always offering them stuff and they take it, but the moment you ask them for a favor, it's always something.
Absolutely. Also, when it comes down to people that take more than they give, it gets to the point to where they take so much that it financially drains you.
Big time, man.
To where like now you're struggling and you might need a helping hand, and like you said before, then they don't have a helping hand to give you.
Exactly, because have you ever dealt with people like, you know what I'm saying, like you always get them to shirt off your back. You're like, man, whatever, you can have it. Or Dirty, like, man, yeah, man, go on the refrigerator, grab whatever. Like, man, it's your crib too. But then like the moment that, you know what I'm saying, you ask them for something, or, hey, Dirty, look, man, I need a favor. You know, you think you can spot me $200 until like the next following week. I just started this job. I just need to get up off my feet. Man, bro, I don't know, man. I was talking to Maria back there, man, and you know, we got things to do, and we behind ourselves. Man, how you behind? You like you doing pretty well for yourself around here, Dirty. But those are those people that can take, but they don't want to give back.
Not at all.
So, DJ, let's hit him with our final thought, man. So what's your final thought when it comes to signs of dealing with energy vampires, and how can you help the masses out there?
Basically, what you want to do is like, when somebody is negative, like if you can try to help them get through the situation that they need to get through, without like supplying them with like a lot of financial gain that'll drain you. Like if you're willing to take that financial hit, then that's okay. But if you're not willing to take that financial hit, then you can always say no to them and just accept the backlash that comes from it. But also, you want to stay away from these type of people, especially if they're starting to drain your energy, because you at the same time, like these people are selfish and they're not looking at how you feel. They're just looking at how they feel.
Most definitely. Well said, DJ. I tell people, you know, when it comes to dealing with energy vampire, just have the awareness to know what's going on in that situation. You know, like you want to protect yourself at all costs. You know, recognize the signs when you see them. If you're like, oh, look, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this. Like, I already see this is coming. I've been through this too many times. Or set boundaries. Like, look, this is what we're going to do here. You know, I don't mind doing this, but we're going to have to establish some rules in my house. If, let's say, if you let somebody stay with you, you know, establish rules. And if they take in more than what they're giving and causing confusion, get rid of them. Limit contact with people and, you know, just consider professional help. If you're dealing with somebody you're afraid, you don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, like get them out your life. They could be, you know, threatening to harm themselves or you. Yeah, get some help and, you know, talk to your local authorities. And once you do that, you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Alan and DJ Show. You can find us on YouTube at the Alan and DJ Show. You can find us at the Alan and DJ Show fan page on Facebook. And you can find us at the Alan and DJ Show at gmail.com if you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next. You can also find my personal page, Alan Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook, and William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, man, stop dealing with these energy vampires, man, because we got to protect our energy at all costs. Because you know why? We just trying to stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.